Hey guys, another video. Today we'll be comparing the JP side of Randi and the global version, and also Flammie. So I've already taken a look. His drilling slash is different. And now has 80 frames, although 60 defense is still useless. This has been changed to being a pretty good break compared to the JP side, where I think it's just this move. He just does damage, so it's a huge upgrade, that's for sure. Or maybe just the defense one, but the defense one's here as well, so I don't know. Completely different cooldown anyways, but this one's still the same, which is the mana strike is still the same, which is a little disappointing. You're gonna be a little disappointed that you're gonna see a few things that are gonna be similar to his other kit. So for some reason, his water moves, bolting strike, I can't really take advantage of that besides the dupe right now. Because there's no other units that can do bolting strike, to my understanding. I mean, Zeno can, but you need to equip a water weapon for that. Probably doesn't want to do that, so. And there's also a glaring thing that he does not have any Stardust Ray chaining, so that's unfortunate. But just have bolting strike will make him potentially a longevity on the JP side. So like basically, he got way better chaining frames, except for two that I'm not really sure about. Absolute Zero and Disorder. Disorder is not a popular chaining family at all. These are the chaining families. Amelia, which is 4-star, which is okay, I guess. Prompto, 5-star base, that's a little old. I don't know if you'll have it. Kurasame, I did not know that, but I don't think. No, see, it's single cast only, so not useful. And Fravia has it, I guess. You have to have Aurora Fravia in your party, so like that's already a no. Because you'd have to have 2 other units in your party just to use the chain with the no. So I don't like that choice. I don't even know what Episode 0 is. Is that chaining family that Christine has? Well, there's no page for it. Why does he have Absolute 0 as his dark move? I don't like that. I don't like that at all. It's terrible. So, and the rest of his kit is still the same. But my eyes are just popping out of my head because I am seeing 3. I thought it was just a dual cast 3 times. What? Yo. That's a glaring buff over the other one. I was like, where is he gonna get triple cast from? He already has it. What? Yo, that's insane, man. He already has triple cast. What? It's the same here. What? He already has triple cast. He has triple cast infinitely, it looks like. It doesn't say, oh, you can only use it for the first few turns like Crimson or something. It just says 3 times in 1 turn. Guys. That's how they get you. That's how they're gonna get you. He has triple cast infinitely. There's no way that's allowed. That has to be. There has to be some kind of like the catch. There's no way he gets triple cast forever. That'd be insane, man. You guys have no idea how insane that is. Like, chaining with a dupe, he's gonna do so much damage, and you guys are gonna see. Any Esther friends, you already see the power of Sylphid. So bolting strike, you'll see why it's even more insane. But the rest of his skill is still the same as passives, which I'm a little disappointed about because remember, guys, these passives were made for Randy way back when Hayu was one of the top damage dealers. So these things were in line with him being good, but they're the exact same, which I'm disappointed about, honestly, because like this should be better now. This should be way better. Oh, he did get. I didn't see that. He did get more resistances. Instead of just lighting, he got fire, ice, lightning, water, wind, and earth. Earth and dark resistances. Only 20% though, but it's good. Oh, he also got. I'm catching a lot of things that I missed. He's at 150% TDH, so he would need a little bit more. Let's see. Does he have any TDH when he is? I think that's only dual hand. I think that's only dual hand, but we'll see. Dual hand's completely useless. Yeah, this is dual hand, so this says one-handed weapon. Not so useful, and his enhancements are pretty bad, besides like maybe the auto charge. And you're getting the power charge too for that torrential slash, but I guess you have to do this to get him an attack boost. Oh, I guess most of these enhancements are good, except for the slice thrice. Don't get that. Here's where it gets insane, guys. Here's where it's insane. 300 attack boost, by the way, and you guessed it, Aurora Ray chaining, so he can match up with Esther, pretty much. He would like to, I don't know. There is a glaring issue, even though he has triple cast forever. There's a huge glaring issue, and can you guys guess what it is? That's right. He has no way to imperil any of the elements that he uses. Now, I'm not criticizing because he doesn't have a way to do that on the JP side either. So he really needs someone to help imperil for him, which is a huge detriment. So you can see his JP side's versus terrible in comparison to ours, but I feel like there's a glaring issue where he has no way to imperil for himself. None of these imperil for the elements that he's trying to use, so it's a little hard. Whoever you're bringing has to be the one that does it. Like Esther, for example, if you're bringing Esther maybe to like a 10-man, she would have to imperil for him, so then they can bolting strike. But otherwise, it's insane. It's still, I'm really tired, but it's insane that he has triple cast. Just forever. I mean, I'm hoping that this is just like a bug, because that's really broken. The trade-off is that he doesn't have any imperils on his own, so gonna need to bring someone for that. I feel like the water one might be the most useful, or the fire one, because Oran and also Silka can debuff for water. I don't know if Fid can. I think their limit burst boosts water resistance, not decrease it, so that's okay. All in all, Randy insane now. He's really insane now, for sure. Especially with the Aurora Ray chaining, so he can literally just be the same as Esther. But let's look really quickly at Esther's limit burst. I mean, she has burst damage increases and things, but 14 times with ignore defense. His is not ignore defense, it's just a tad little bit higher, but she's gonna do more damage than him, but it's still nice to have this. You know, it's gonna be a single cast just like hers. So they're basically made in mind of each other. So probably the main one you're gonna be using is the lightning one because it's just easy to find Esther friends if you need it. Alright, enough about Randy because he's already insane. But what about Flammie? So on the global side, he does have the dual cast, which he can use on with almost anything. I mean, look on the JP side, he doesn't have dual cast at all, so that's already a huge bonus. His bodyguard and wing guard have resistance breaks attached and also mitigation. His JP side, oh, he also does have that. So it's the breaks that have that. Please don't kill me, guys. It's earlier in the morning for me. I'm trying. So I don't know if these breaks are good enough because some healers can already do that. Like Volca can do that, I'm pretty sure. And Myra can also do that, so not the best. And also, his Mountain Protector gets Earth Resistance 50% attached to it. And also, his Sky Protector also gets Lightning Resistance attached to it. And this is changed to this Cloak Lever is changed to Aurora Chaining, whereas on the JP side it's just a useless one hit or a useless AoE move. Already so far, not really that impressive, honestly. Because basically everything else is the exact same. Remember, guys, these units came out months and months and months ago in comparison to the timeline, so you'd think that they would buff these units a little bit more, but so oh, he got resistance to sleep and confuse in that passive. He got attack and defense 30%. Nothing too impressive so far, but oh, what? They just the actual sleep thing is and confuse thing is there. Why'd they do that? This is a little weird. So obviously he has a new passive that we haven't gotten to yet. So they basically got rid of this, the one where it says attack and defense and resistance to sleep. They got rid of that completely. It's not in there anymore. Increased jump damage, 200%. That's still, I don't know if that's gonna be that crazy, but so the light resistance added. Light resistance is added here, and that's still the same. No, they just got rid of a passive for no reason. I don't see a new passive here in exchange for this. The one that attack and defense 30, and they just got rid of it and just combine it with other things. My head's confused. I'm confused. What's going on here, Alan or Gumi? Why did it's I thought maybe it was this mitigation thing here. This mitigation icon for Can You Fly Sister, but it's the exact same as the JP side. So I don't know. I don't get it. Why did they get rid of that passive but then do anything else with it? So that's strange. Very strange, but it is what it is. And also isn't a purse. is the same. Besides, it gives an attack. It gives a full stat buff of 150% at maxed. So, I mean, Flammie was never really that great. He never really did anything on the JP side, and I don't think he's gonna do that much on the global side. If you have Sylvie already, she's way better than him, honestly. If you like Flammie, then while you're listening to me, you're gonna pull anyways, right? I just don't think it's that impressive. I mean, he's a lot better than just being a Team R fodder like he was on the JP side, but I still don't think this is mind blowing. My mind's not blown away like Randy's kit was. He's trying to be like a support, but he's also trying to be like a Dragoon, just like on the JP side. It's just not the best combination. Like, he has too many things to do. And while he does have the dual cast now, which helps a lot, for sure, it's still going to be really hard for him to get going in terms of damage compared to like Sid or Arania. So I'm not seeing it for Flamey guys. Sorry, I don't think you should really, unless you, like I said, unless you like really like a unit. I can't, and also I can't really recommend UOC since they're limited time units. But Randy is definitely got buffed a bit, although I'm disappointed about the rest of Randy's kit where it didn't get really buffed, just the exact same. And here I'm not really blown away at all. Because Sylvie exists in the game and she kind of ruined a lot of supports. Because she's so good, so she kind of ruined that aspect of like getting a new support when you already have Sylvie. Like, why bother with anything else, right? You can argue that maybe if you like cheese out his alone burst every so often, like, it's pretty insane. Because if you do, or he'll get his alone burst up about every other turn, that's pretty good, right? Mitigating 54%. He does have two. He has 2 alone burst gas per turn, so if you're able to cheese it out, maybe like build him with just like, instead of Dragoon, build him with as a Luma Burst cheesing unit. It's just possible, just like if you did with Sylvie. It's possible. So, all in all, Randy, big thumbs up. He only has a few cons, no imperils, and also little strange shiny families with the dark and light. I don't know what they're going. I don't know what they're going for the absolute zero in the Discord or whatever. There is Amelia and her twin have a new unit as a Christmas themed unit, and they also have disorder. So I guess that's something. That's so far in the future and very specific. So I don't know about that. Those are 2 weird chaining families. Honestly, I don't know why they chose those, but no Stardust Ray, which will hurt him in the long run. But he'll have. It's kind of like it's a weird thing, isn't it? Here he has bolting strike, so he has potential on the global side to be a very longevity unit. But no Stardust Ray, so he doesn't have a longevity for a lot of the chainers that'll be coming out in the future. So now it literally all depends on what global exclusive units are going to come out with bolting strike at this point. Alright guys, this video has already been way too long, so let me know what you guys think about them in the comments section if you want to, if you've been watching it for this long. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Randy, thumbs up. Flamey, indifferent. That's my opinion. See ya.